Welcome back to Phasmophobia. If you guys could like, comment, and or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Anything that you could do for the channel will help me put more back into the channel for you. All of that being said, today we're going to try to get the last ghost for not so much a challenge, but just a little information series. Essentially we're trying to get every ghost and then look over their non-anecdotal information, data mined, however it's achieved. Basically go over the true specifications of these ghosts and figure out how they operate. Obviously I prestiged somewhat recently, so we're going to be a little bit lacking in the item department, but that shouldn't put a hamper on anything. There is all of that. Truck is loaded up. We're going to be doing this on professional, which is going to be unfortunate for my finances, but it is going to give me all three evidence. It is going to give me a cursed possession, a fair amount of hiding spaces, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're not going to be going for perfect investigation. Our goal is to get in here, figure out the ghost, and see. Let me go ahead and pull up our little list here. Pop that open. I think I want this one. Yep, there we go. All we have left is the shade. Got that guy highlighted right there. We've done every other ghost. I almost probably should go on to the playlist for this and make a new one just of every single ghost in a little informative slide or group. Either way, so yeah, this is going to be a 1 in 24 chance of getting us a shade. It is going to be quite difficult, so this is going to be our first, this isn't going to be our first attempt. It's going to take a lot of attempts, very likely. So yeah, just to kind of save my throat a little bit here, because I don't really talk that much in general, we're going to be using the EMF thermometer and the ultraviolet flashlight for our starting items, and we're basically going to run in. Our priority is going to be run inside, get the breaker turned on, track down the ghost room, figure it out, and then of course read through their information. We're not worried about the bone, we're not worried about getting photos, videos, any of the additional informative stuff. Money's not our goal with this, so nothing to it but to do it. Let's do this. Of course it's snowing. Snowing's the best. I guess it means that the ghost starts off closer to a freezing temp room, which is one of the three evidence of a shade, along with ghost writing and EMF 5. And my game freezing. There we go. Speaking of freezing temps. Yeah, I have no idea how many I've done of these. I'm going to have to tally them up after I finally find out, or finally get a shade. Sounds like it's in the kitchen, dining room area. Baseline temp is 6 degrees. Wow, that's a very cold start. 7 and of course 4. There's an EMF 5. It's one of the evidence we need. Come on, game, just cooperate with me, please. What's it gonna take? It's so many close ones. I've been finishing them all through just to make sure I'm not throwing away any opportunities to get a shade. There was a few times when Ghost just straight up didn't give me Spirit Box. I crossed off Spirit Box and it turned out to be something like an Onryo. Please no ghost orbs. Please no ghost orbs. Actually didn't give me ghost orbs this time. Alright. I don't know what to do with myself. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? No ghost orbs, no Spirit Box. EMF 5? This is sounding pretty good. I'm gonna force some ultraviolet testing with some salt. And I guess the last thing to bring in is dots. Not to come back out for the salt. I wish there was a salt in the kitchens, like at least a one-use salt. That's all I would ask for. Writing. I think we have our shade. Go ahead and shut these guys off. My god, they're annoying. That means we're probably pretty close. That's technically freezing. I really like that negative sign on there. I really like that negative sign on there. Alright, Shade, what's it gonna take? I mean, I guess I'm in your room, so it's not like you're able to do much else. Wait, 3. I mean, it is freezing, but I really want that negative sign on there. I'll be back in a bit. Let me grab some salt. And probably some incense. I don't think you're gonna be able to hunt anytime soon. Oh, I think we finally have the one. It only took an eternity. My soul will never financially recover from this. Thought I was somewhat, or I was starting to, yeah, Jesus. I thought I was starting to get tired of Phasmophobia before, but damn. Trying to get a literal 1 in 24 ghost. That's a pain in the ass. 0.5. Come on, just give me the negative side. There we go. Thank you. Still going to confirm this. Yep, okay, we're good. Alright, we got freezing temps. We have ourselves a shade. Finally. I almost want to get perfect investigation bonus on this one, but screw it. I've suffered enough. I don't even get more than like 1,200 bucks anyway. Actually, to open a new window now. New window. Ghosts. Get that pulled up. Get this thing looking for it. Are you looking for it? I don't know if it's looking for it. Hey, it's looking for it. Look at that. I'm just that good. Alright. This is phasmophobia.fandom.com/wiki/ghost. This is a page that it brings you to. It is chock full of ads everywhere. I haven't seen anything too terrible, but it does sometimes jump your screen up just before you click. A little bit annoying. Go to 3 right there. Hey, look, see that one right there. You go to 3, it brings you down to types of ghosts. This is arranged just like your journal. If you go down here to shade, go ahead and give that guy a click. Alright, this is getting annoying. I don't want to take your survey. You want feedback? Less ads. That's how you make money, and it's how you keep your domain and keep your website up. Oh my god, is it atrocious. Actually, you know what, let's also push that hard. There we go, look at that. Obviously, you have a little bit more than just ghosts in here, but that's what we're focusing on. So today we have a shade is known to be very shy. There is evidence to suggest that a shade will stop paranormal activity if there are people nearby. That's an excerpt from the journal, and it is 100% true. It will completely halt all paranormal activity. The only thing that it can do that you can have a positive identification from. Okay, sorry, there are only 2 things it can do. It can trip a motion sensor, and it can walk through salt. That's it. It cannot extinguish firelights. It cannot do anything. But what else it can do, and you'll probably see different strategies down here, it can leave the boundaries of the room and then interact inside of that room. Because then the ghost is not in the room with a person. It's outside of that room, so it can reach inside the room and interact. It can also do the same thing for teleporting ghost events. A shade is a type in ghost of Phasmophobia known as being shy ghosts. A shade will lower its activity in the presence of multiple players. Presence of a single player anyway. And it won't lower it, it will halt it. Strength, hard to find due to being generally less active, only when there's no players, or when there is players. If there's nobody in the room with the shade, it's about like a spirit. Abilities, produces hissing and shadowy form ghost events more often. I don't think I've exactly noticed that, but I would not doubt it. Weakness, has a low hunt sanity threshold. Low hunt, well, let's check that out. Generally unwilling to hunt and perform interactions in the presence of players. Incapable. It cannot hunt in the same room as a player. What it can do is hunt on the boundary when it's technically in another room. As we saw, its evidence is EMF5, ghost writing, and freezing temperatures. Activity. On average, shade is less likely to perform interactions than other ghosts. The shade is less likely to perform ghost events at high sanity. At 100% average sanity, it has a 0% chance of successfully performing an event. This success rate increases by 2% of the average sanity loss. At an average of 50% sanity, an attempted ghost event will always succeed. Okay. Makes a bit of sense. When it performs a ghost event, the shade has a higher chance of appearing as a shadow. If the shadow is made to appear using a summoning circle, a music box, or a monkey paw, it has a chance of appearing as a black shadow rather than its full form while in the ghost event stage. It'll return to a fully visible form when the hunt begins. So you can see it right there when I zoom or hover over that, it zooms in. This is a potential, it's not a guarantee, I believe. I'll check to see if we have summoning circle. I don't know if we do or not. Advanced mechanics, yes please. This data is based on testing and not officially verified. The shade cannot perform singing events. Instead, it has an approximately 67% chance to perform a mist form event overall. The other event mechanics stated above remain true at the same time. That's interesting. I don't think... yeah, maybe I've noticed that. I don't know. Inabilities. In other words, what can't the ghost do? If at least one person is in the same room as the shade, it will be unable to perform interactions or ghost events, or initiate hunts, regardless of sanity. It may still perform these actions if it happens to wander into a room without players. Since interactions occur in a range, the shade can still reach into the player's room from the other room to interact with objects. I'm liking this advanced one. I don't think I've seen this on other ghosts yet. Interactions during hunts. When the shade is in the same room as the player during a hunt, though it can interact with doors normally like any other ghost, it is unable to blow out flames during hunts. Interesting. The shade can only hunt below an average sanity of 35%, lower than most other ghosts. I think that's lower than almost any other ghost. Damn. Strengths and weaknesses from the journal. Shades are much harder to find, and weakness is that I guess it would be strength. The ghost will not enter a hunt if there are people nearby. Would be, yeah, it's weakness of the ghost, I suppose. Strategy, come up with your own. You're just gonna be better than anything you see here. Additional bonus, we can finally put an X in here. We're complete. This list is complete. I never have to open this notepad again. I can actually delete it. I have it on OBS right now. I can delete it from OBS. How do I delete? Remove. There we go. Yep. Bye-bye. I can remove this window from OBS. How do I remove? Remove. Bye-bye. Look at that. It's done. I never have to worry about this stupid crap ever again. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a couple more bits of evidence, and I want to see if we have a summoning circle or not. We should be able to just crank on the oh, turn off the breaker. That dick. I should be able to just turn on the EMF, and it'll probably do some stuff for me. Dance for me, baby. Oh, summoning circle. Damn. It also said, what, music box and whatchamacallit? Oh, monkey paw. So no monkey paw. Do we have music box? We do not. All right, well, that's ruled out all of those. I'm pretty sure we have tarots. Yep. That sucks a little bit. Go ahead and grab a photo of those guys. Give me something for EMF. I'm in the room with the ghost, so can't do anything. Not won't, can't. Difference. I'm so happy to finally be done with this piece of crap. Let's go ahead and mark down shade. I already did. We got lost in the sauce. So, oh, I have cold breath in here. I have cold breath in here too. Definitely freezing. Definitely not freezing. Ghost is not in here. Ghost is in there. Cool. Let's stand out of there. Wait for it to do stuff. I can get an EMF photo then. I can also stand at the ready for normal ghost photo. Wait, we have monkey. Oh no, we have tarot cards. That's right. Well, let me go grab those. I haven't spotted the bone. I don't really want to go for investigation because I don't want to have to deal with the sound recorder. and the videos, but potato. All right, well, there's an instance in which the shade can hunt with a player in the room. And maybe let's not let it build line of sight. Thought it was done. Whoops. Oh. Forgot I could actually take a photo of freezing temps showing up on there. So freezing EMF, it should be reading EMF 5. I guess you can't get an EMF 5 photo. That's dumb. Now we got tarot cards, ghost writing. It'd be nice to get a ghost photo. Guess we have more cards somewhere. The hell did I drop them? Oh, it landed perfectly. Oh, I thought the game hated me right there for a second. Increase some activity. I just want a ghost photo, bro. Why can't I? Oh, I can. This wouldn't let me do it with the tarots in my hand. There goes some sanity. You dick. Tower again. Devil again. Did not get that. Proper hangman. Cool. Well, I'm guessing I'm not getting paid for this, but there's definitely a shade. Oh, it was worth the tarot roulette. I don't know if it was, but I feel like I've been dying inside anyway. Might as well die on the outside. Yeah. Alrighty, that was a shade. A better bit shade. Okay, yes, that was a shade. You notice I was doing basically nothing the entire time I was in there. Oh, yeah, got a bunch of stuff. Only got 140 bucks. Probably would have been better if I didn't die. Got some stuff to go ahead and upgrade, I think. Barely. Yeah, one thing, and nobody cares about sound sensors, so that's going to stay unupgraded. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned some things. I hope you could learn me something down in the comments below, possibly. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, the whole rigmarole. Oh, that's right, I was going to tally up all these. I'm not going to show you guys my file explorer, but you can take my word for it. This was attempt number... Oh, it was only 18. That felt like a lot more than 18. Alright, I'll go for 18. 18 attempts it took. 16.3 gigabytes of 2 and 3 minute footage just to finally get a shade. I felt like that was like attempt number 37, honestly. Maybe I just wasn't pressing the buttons, or maybe I accidentally forgot to record a few. I don't know. I am ready to go to bed though, so I'll see you guys next time. We're probably not doing a whole bunch more Phasmophobia. I don't know if we're going to be doing a whole bunch of weekly videos either. I'm going to be starting into the Metroids next, so we're going to do probably the order I played them in. So we're going to do Zero Mission and Fusion, and then start into the Primes again for funsies. I think we're going to try to do it with the Wii version. I think the last time I did the Prime hack with the GameCube version, so this time I'm going to do Prime hack with the Wii version. See how different they are. Yep, that's the plan moving forward. See you guys next time. Have a good one.